So now you've done your VIA character strength survey. A few questions, yes, I think there are about 100, but you've been given a list of your top 5. Now I know that there are some of you that straight away went down and wanted to see what your lowest ones was. It's not important. You can't have strengths in every single area. Who cares if humility is your lowest thing for the moment? Let's just concentrate on the top 5. Now, as per usual, I have a task for you. And it's really important because this, as we've spoken about before, has the potential to lead to real benefits for both you and for the people that you work with. So what I want you to do is to sit down with a piece of paper, write down your top 5 strengths, which you should have already written down, write down your top 5 strengths, and I want you to come up with a way of using these strengths during the week that's coming. Okay, now that's the first part. So I want you to come up with a way that you're going to use those strengths throughout the week. So perhaps if one of your strengths is humor, how might you intentionally use humor? You know, so for instance, if I was using humor, I might say, okay, I'm going to relax a bit more when I create videos and try and insert some humor in there. Right, so think about it, come up with a couple of strategies to use each of your 5 strengths, right? Really important. And then I want you to spend the week, 1 week, concentrating on using those strengths, okay? And it's really important. So spend a week concentrating on using those strengths. Now later on, you can think about how you might like to use those strengths in your projects, in the work that you do, and all these other things. But for the moment, just keep it really general. Now the second part of this is I want you to take that plan and I want you to share it with somebody else. Okay? And I want you to ask them what they think. Do they think that this is a strength of yours? Okay? How do they think that you might be able to use that in what you do? Probably a more valuable question. Okay? So sit down with someone that you know, that you trust, that you like, that likes you, and have a chat about how you might use your strengths. And if you struggle to come up with a way, maybe between the two of you, you can actually come up with a way to use those strengths. Okay? So have a think about how you might use those strengths in your daily life and have a chat with somebody else about that. Now the second reason that we're going to get you to have a chat with somebody else is because we know that if you tell somebody else that you're going to do something, you're far more likely to do it. So you might have every intention right now of going out and using your strengths. In fact, hopefully you're actually getting a bit excited about it, going, oh, this would be great. You know, I'm going to use my strengths of, I don't know, whatever it might happen to be. But then you'll get distracted by the television or by your to-do list and you don't end up doing it. But research tells us that if you go away and tell somebody else what you're going to do, you are far more likely to actually enact it. And this course is all about doing. It's not about knowing, right? We want you to do things. So identify your 5 strengths. How are you going to apply them into your daily life? And tell someone about it, okay? Looking forward to hearing some great stories about what happened. What were the impacts? How did it influence the way that you feel and think and do? Thanks.